Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradha Jashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Bhagavanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol Jaya Vishnupat Brahmans Paripurajagacharya Shtotara Shatasi Samasila Bhaichana Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srilas Thakur Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ki Jai Samvata Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatari. Vanchakalpataruvesya kripa sindhavaya patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Sham Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatari. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Adaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Prabhus and mothers. Nice to see you all. Hare Krishna. So last couple weeks, we were discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the famous verse, one of the famous verse, 9th chapter 31, often quoted by Srila Prabhupada. What happens to one who falls down after practicing Krishna consciousness or yoga for short time and for a long term? So there is a distinct question. It's a repeated, you can say, in chapter 6. I was noticing today. Chapter 6, 41 and 42 also talks about what happened to the unsuccessful yogi. So Lord Krishna is very kind, and knowing our deplorable situation, he explained that yogi who falls after short period of practice, coming to ISKCON 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, disappeared, maybe come back before leaving the world, or maybe don't show up at all, maybe come back after next life or 2 lives, who knows? So Lord Krishna is very kind. He said, if he lives after short practice, then he will go to heaven or higher planet, you can say. And then he will eventually come back and start practicing again. But I have a personal issue when you hear many reference of the Shastra. The minimum lifespan is 10,000 years in heaven. So by the time you come back, there may not be ISKCON or Hare Krishna movement, according to Prabhupada. So there should be serious concern. And if anybody ever feel frightened by that, then I'll feel happy actually. That you don't want to deviate, you want to keep on practicing. Putting on halt means you are going to go higher planet, not the highest planet, Goloka, but higher planet, then you have to come back again and again start. I hope everybody understand that. So from that angle, it is scary. Then the next question Arjuna had, what happened to one who falls down after practicing yoga for long time? Say 50 years, all of a sudden felt attraction to this world and deviated. Then Lord Krishna, very nicely he says, that person will take birth in a family of already liberated soul who are surely great in wisdom. Certainly, Krishna says such birth is rare in this world. Arjuna's questions, I mean, he's a liberated soul, but he's asking question for us because these things will be bothering our mind otherwise. And the way he asks, just like one of us, conditioned soul, trying to find out everything. And in response that Krishna outlined the, you can say, post-mortem trajectory of yogis with varying degrees of spiritual attachment and advancement. Krishna delineates how they all will resume their spirituality in their future lives and ultimately attain perfection. So yes, they will eventually get perfection, but you think that your life will be better. That I have a personal challenge because Prabhupada says, if this life you have tough time to complete the journey, you think next life will be better. I mean, Tamal Krishna Maharaj did ask Prabhupada, can we spread out into 2, 3 life instead of serious in one life? Prabhupada says, no, make this one life. And then Tamal Krishna Maharaj says, what if I fail to make success? Then Prabhupada says very affectionately, he says, if you try in one life, even if you make not complete success, you can say, or what do you call, Bostu Siddhi, Sadhan Siddha to Bostu Siddha. Prabhupada said, Krishna, no, he said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will fill up the gap that you could not make and take you back home, back to Godhead. So powerful statement. I was trying to find any other similar, I could not find. That was very powerful statement that Prabhupada made to Tamal Krishna Maharaj. So when Giriraj Maharaj was asking Tamal Krishna Maharaj, when Prabhupada is here in Mumbai, I mean Bombay those days, things goes very easy. some or other, when he leaves, things become very tough, hectic, mm, not very easy to cooperate and other. And Tamal Maharaj, of course, Prabhupada was hearing. Tamal Maharaj very nicely said, well, what I'm learning from Prabhupada, this one life you take the anxiety, trouble, struggle, tumble, I'm adding some word, maybe I'm just don't remember exact word. But then he says, but for eternal freedom, eternal liberation, eternal destiny, it is worth it. Okay, Prabhus and mothers, learn to sacrifice this life, even though it is tough, maybe. I hope it doesn't become tough. But in the case if it is tough, don't give up. Make this life your last life. This is my slogan, and I like it because the way Prabhupada convinced, this life, if you think you could not make, then where is the guarantee next life will be better? So on the text 31 and 32, we did discuss, I hope you remember, I'm refreshing. How do you see Krishna's protection when deviation takes place, or if someone say, I didn't chant for a few months, I didn't see any difference. Oh my God, that's a horrible way to looking at it. Because if you stay on the surface, this is the point. If you stay on the surface, there is a 4 stages, huh? Vaikarik. Vaikarik means the mundane sound vibration are there. Then you go to Madhyama, means in between the material and spiritual. And then Pashyanti and Para. You have to transcend Adakshaja. Adakshaja means comes down. Holy name is not a product of your tongue, Prabhus and mothers. Holy name is not a product of your tongue or a product of English, KRSNA, alphabet, or Sanskrit language. No. Holy name is supreme absolute truth. Radha Krishna together. They descend down. Adakshaja means comes down from Golok Vrindavan to the soul who has situated in a loving service attitude, wants to serve the Lord under Guru's guidance. One who has that Seva Unmukhi Jibbado. When someone has that eagerness to serve under Guru's guidance, that time the holy name will descend from spiritual strata down to the soul, permeates the whole body, comes to the tip of the tongue and dances. We have to at least philosophically must believe that this is Krishna, his energy, supreme energy, Radharani together came on tip of this body, and I am trying to serve them. With that attitude, we keep on serving. Or even listening. The devotional service attitude, Seva Unmukhi Jibbado. Be honest, and if you say, okay, I'm chanting, but how do I believe actually Krishna is there? Is really Krishna there? Is the spiritual world is like a real? I know I'm not going to say in public because they will think I'm a non-believer or atheist or something like that. I'm not going to say in front of anybody. But deep down in my heart, I'm thinking, is this real? Is Krishna real? Is the spiritual world is real? Or this Pranagovind is saying boldly so that he start making it believe, yes. Prabhus and mothers, try to identify in a practical way. If I ask you, is sex pleasure is real? Is eating ice cream is real? Is watching movie real? Driving, what do you call, Lamborghini is real? You will say, yeah, we can experience that. I believe it. So you think those are naturally attracting you because they're real, and chanting Hare Krishna, well, is Krishna real? Well, I don't know if the relationship is there. Am I the soul has a relationship? All this Krishna is eternally having a wonderful lifestyle with his eternal associate in Golok Vrindavan. Is this all real? If you have a doubt, that means, please write it down in your heart, you have a contamination called Gyan. If you think material enjoyment convincing you more realistic than spiritual life, then you still have a karmi mentality is in your consciousness. Why did Rupa Goswami Pad says, Anna Vilasita Shunyam Gena Karmadi Anabritam? You have to uncover. This is how you uncover. This is how you uncover. And it's scary. It can be scary. Sure, it can be scary. That's why we discuss. That's why we have sadhu sangha. That's why we chant. That's why we pray to remove those doubts. If we do not remove those doubts or desires to separately enjoy from Krishna, we will be loitering for a while. May not be that easy journey. Oh, you're discouraging us. Feel like I thought I was already in Golok Vrindavan. Now I feel like, yeah, I believe those are real now. You're like a cracking up or making my heart little shaky with the doubt or desire. It is there. Shuddha Bhakti is there. Krishna Prem is there, but they are covered. It says you have to uncover. Uncover means be realistic and be aware that those are there. How do I uncover it? That is the whole philosophy. More we understand, if we can understand, if to identify the enemy, then we can kill the enemy. Krishna says this, 3.30, last verse, 3.43. He said, Ebam buddhe param buddha, sangstabba atmana atmanam, jahi shatru mahabahu, kamarupodurashadam. Jahi Shatru. He did not say, oh, don't worry, your mind is your friend. No, he says, you recognize your enemy. Jahi means you conquer. How do you conquer your enemy? Defeat. Destroy that sense enjoyment spirit, separate interest from God. These things are trying to literally hurt us. And that has to be understood. So more we understand this concept, that karma gyan is not like, oh, those are karmis. That's what I thought. you join to the movement, and outsider, those are karmis. And those meditate, these are jnani yogi. We are devotees. Yes, in one sense we are. But we are not physical body. We are conscious being. What we think, what we are aware, what our feeling, this is who we are. We are not this neck beads, tilak, devotee dress is good, nothing wrong. It's all good. But deep down within this body, the soul is a conscious being. By our consciousness, we relate whether we are situated in a bhakti or a karma or a jnana or a yoga like this. And more we can identify, then we can uplift. At least we can pray. At least we can try to uplift. Then Krishna will help us. This is the point. This is the point. That's why I mentioned the 31, one of the most Bhagavad Gita's most quoted verse declares that Krishna always protects his devotees. While this verse is often used to support the idea that Krishna will protect us physically, the verse, when read in context, focuses on the theme of Krishna's spiritual protection. I hope you all understand. That is important. Even if we are fall to grievous misdeed, we will be protected and purified by his mercy. Because a lot of times some incident will see some devotee died or something fighting, here, there. How can devotee be dead like this? Try to understand his or her spiritual side, Krishna protected. It is never going to be destroyed. Neha vikrama nashasti pratyavayo na vidyate salpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Those verses gives guarantee. Krishna standing there. Why does Krishna focus on spiritual protection on the battlefield, a place of immense physical danger? Because the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, was spoken to address Arjuna's reluctance to fight. I was chanting for a few decades, can I take it easy life? You are in a battlefield in front of any enemy. What are you going to do? Well, I was fighting for so many days. Can I take it little easy life? You are facing the enemy. Ask yourself, what would you do? Don't ask me, don't ask any other person. Ask yourself, if you are facing the enemy, should you take easy life? Time to take a nap. Maybe I was chanting many decades, now maybe less. That means you do not recognize the enemy. You don't see you read Prabhu's and Mother, 8th canto, 2nd chapter, 30 verse. Prabhupada writes in the purport that ISKCON has declared war against Maya. Are you a member of ISKCON? Then you are fighting with Maya. When you are in a war, you prepare. That's why I was hammering how important a soldier's presence in the war without the weapons. What weapon you have? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Chanting, getting up in the morning, doing Guru Puja, offering our gratitude to Guru Vargas, senior devotee, hearing Bhagavatam, serving Krishna every day, do some practical service. These are you are fighting against Maya. Fighting against Maya should be very practically mapped out. You may say, why does spiritual danger alarm Arjuna or us so much? Because physical danger often come upon us due to our past action. They are in some ways inevitable karmic reaction to what we have already done. Spiritual danger, on the other hand, come to us due to our present choices. I hope you remember. Material danger comes or physical danger comes due to your previous, karma reaction. But when we talk about material danger, spiritual danger, they come because we make wrong choices. They are by no means inevitable. Whereas our past karma will get exhausted by our present suffering. Prabhu's and mother, what you don't want, it will go away when you leave this world. But what you really wanted, where your heart is committed, Krishna will take you there. So be very careful. Krishna is not so much paying attention, what I understand, on the wrong we are doing sometime. Sometime I may do something wrong, not intentionally, but it may happen. Krishna is not paying that much attention. Krishna is paying where my heart is committed, not what wrong thing I have committed. Of course, that doesn't mean I'm saying that you keep on doing wrong. No, that's not what I meant. I meant like where our heart is committed, Krishna watches. That's why these verse we spend 2-3 weeks. These words relate to our situation. It can give us hope that even if we fall due to, say, past conditioning or our present conditioning, we still too will be protected and delivered by our sweet Lord Krishna. So when trying to lead a life centered on a moral and spiritual principle, we all have struggles when confronted with temptation, tribulations that impel us to seek relief in quick pleasure. Rather than giving in to unhealthy feeling of guilty, discouragement, and resentment, we can turn towards Krishna. Can't we? Yes. And focus on his words, his promise, and his love. So what that boils down to, more alarming than physical danger is spiritual danger. And Krishna, so kind, so loving, he assures us protection from the ultimate danger. Come on here, Prabhu. You have raised hand. You have something to share or you have some question.
My allegation will be general from to all the Vaishnavas and the humble obeisances to the Lord Krishna. Yeah, Babuji, I was thinking that as you mentioned that we need to remove that material enjoyment feeling completely. So that word completely, that is really bothering me because when we like at some point of time, you really feel to have some kind of a material enjoyment. Maybe you want to go somewhere, something like that. So how to eradicate that feeling from the root itself? Like how what at that point of time what you should think, or maybe it's there in your subconscious mind that you should remove this sense and material enjoyment feeling. But that sometimes you want to like anything you see something. So how we control that point of time basically.
It's not that really difficult
Uh-huh.
when you are initiated, you following the instruction of Guru and Krishna. Even though when doctor said, he suggested Srila Prabhupada need to walk his bodily condition. He was in a hospital in New York. So doctor suggested he need to have a lot of movement. He sits so much and sitting on the with the dictaphone to translate. He has to move, keep on moving. Prabhupada listened the whole conversation. And right after Dr. Lee, Prabhupada said, yes, from tomorrow I'm going for a morning walk. And that's how in ISKCON Prabhupada started morning walk, not before that. So what we need, it may be material, appears like, some mind refreshness, my physical healthy. This is part of bhakti when we engage. Why did Prabhupada go for a morning walk? So that he can stay fit to distribute Krishna consciousness. Is that pure bhakti? Yes, it is also pure bhakti. Now, if I go to exercise every day so that I look handsome and I can enjoy the sensual, that is not pure bhakti. We have to adapt like that. What is required is not that we cannot do things that need to be done for the body, for the mind. Prabhu, show me one verse in Bhagavad Gita. Today I was really deeply thinking that Krishna says that without mind and intelligence you can come to him. Now we are not mind, we are not intelligent, we are soul, we are not this physical body. Why does Krishna says, Manayabha Manishyanam Karana Bandhana Mukshaya Bandhaya Vishaya Sangha Mukte Nirvishaya Mana? When you look at this verse, even 12th chapter, the Bhakti Yoga, the famous verse began with the 8, 9, 10, 11. If you cannot do this, do this. If you cannot do this, do this. If you cannot do this, do this. Like this, breakdown. The begin first. First one. He says, Mayeva mana adhasta, Mai buddhi niveshaya. Absorb your mind in me. Engage your intelligence. And I was thinking, we are not this subtle body, we are soul. But Krishna is asking always, engage your mind and the intelligence. Think very deeply, because where your mind and intelligence goes, you will be going there. Krishna made this creation. He knows the science behind why he did. He's not a whimsical God. Well, it didn't work. Let me try this way. No, he's not that kind of a scientist or explorer. He is organized, very well planned God. It's really, Krishna is a very organized God. If you look at Kaljabans attacking Mathura, and same time Jarasandha is attacking, did Krishna say, well, I'm God, I'll destroy all this? No, he cares for everybody. If Jarasandha is killed, then his son Sahadev was told that kill all the Brahmana. If I am killed, this time either I will kill Krishna or I will not come back. But then Krishna ran away. You can say he escaped from the fight in the mountain and he fly away. Why? Why did he do that? Because he's an organized God. He cares for everybody. He knows that if he killed Jarasandha, he could have killed because Jarasandha attacked as the enemy. But then his son will kill all the Brahmanas. Krishna doesn't want to do that. He's not that kind of a God, bully or showing off. No. He cares. He has a love for every soul. So he created like this. When Jarasandha, when Kaljaban came, Kaljaban got a boon from Shiva that, okay, he cannot kill any Jadavas, Jodu dynasty. Now Krishna also addressed as a Jadava. We address him, Jadavai, Madhavai, Keshavai, Namo. We sing that you have taken the birth in the Jodu dynasty, so you are Jadava. So Krishna is thinking, my devotee gave blessing to this demon that no Jadava will kill. Now Krishna can kill, there is nothing wrong, but he respects his devotee who gave the blessing to Kaljava. So he made the whole trickery road to go get delivered by Muchukunda to Kaljavana. It's all planned, Krishna plan. He has a strategic planning. He's not a whimsical God. He's not an unorganized God. Right now he's listening us. He knows what we are speaking. If I am trying to artificially say something, he will smash me too. And I'm scared also that. As long as we understand that we try our best, that's all it matters, Prabhu. You know that I always go back to 1133, Bhagavad Gita. If you look at it, the battlefield already, this is before the war began, this discussion, but the result of the war is already done in Krishna's hand. Whether Arjuna fight or not fight doesn't matter. So he said, becoming Nimitta matra bhava sabbhasachi. Tasmat uttishtata jaso lavasya. Beautiful verse. If you really think like this is what Krishna wants us. He wants us to endeavor to come back home. And we should try, plan such a way that we are going back home. If we are shortage, according to Prabhupada, who Krishna loves the most to me, Prabhupada said to Tamal Krishna Maharaj, I'm repeating again, if you are lacking something at the moment of death, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not say Krishna because Lord Chaitanya is more merciful than Krishna. He said Lord Chaitanya will appear and fill up the gap if you give this life for Krishna consciousness, ISKCON. End of your life, if you are lacking, which I am sure I will be lacking so much, probably a lot, but I'm holding on to tightly Prabhupada's word that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will fill up the gap and take us back home, back to God. So question is, we have to recognize what is karma means, what is jnana means. It's not like a just artificial meaning. Because when we say fall down from what to what? We fall down for due to the misunderstanding of karma and gyan and all this. That's why I brought that point that, I mean, I don't know now, maybe none of you ever faced this, but sometime deep down in the heart, because I poke sometime devotees' consciousness. Yesterday and today, I was talking to some senior devotee. He said, don't you have a sometime doubt? Is soul really exist? I know it is there in Bhagavad Gita 2.11 to 31, vividly explained. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin bhutta bhavita vana bhuya ajo nitya shasha. Beautiful verses. You can chew it. But do you have sometime doubt in the heart? How do I know I'm the soul actually eternal exist? Does Krishna really exist? Is reincarnation real along with that? Because this knowledge is used largely for sense gratification. So we are also filled with many desire, doubts, and both obstruct us. Prabhupada and Mother, we need to address those and understand those. Especially among those two, which are most dangerous actually. Both are dangerous. But doubts are more dangerous. I learned from Ambarish Prabhu's witnessing Srila Prabhupada's conversation with a two incident in Hawaii. When one devotee felt too much pressure in his mind. He said, I used to break all these four regularity principle in my regular life in America. I'm a young man, 21 years old. I had a girlfriend. I used to smoke, drink, eat meat, all the four things I was doing. It's too much, Prabhupada. I can't do it. And he started crying. Prabhupada made him comfort feeling. He said, yes, it is too much. Because Prabhupada agreed, he looked at Prabhupada. Oh, he understood. Whether Prabhupada understood his level or not, I don't know. But at least that devotee felt so comfort that Prabhupada understood. And he said, try your best. But when another devotee said something against the philosophy, Prabhupada said he should not be allowed to speak to public or others. He should be well trained before he speak to anybody. So we see that among these two, karma and jnana is more dangerous. Generally in spiritual path, when desire comes, it makes us feel lowly. I have so many material desire, I am so impure. But when doubt comes, it makes us feel superior. Hey, these people, they are sentimental, they believe such stuff. I'm not so sentimental. I'm intelligent man. I won't believe these things. So what happened is when we feel superior like this, it will be difficult to take shelter and ask for help. So try to find out solution. What is the solution in a humble and submissive way? Let's discuss few minutes we have. That is why, in one sense, doubt can be more dangerous. Even one big sannyasi who fell down during Prabhupada's time, he's still there, he's still alive in Vrindavan. One of the stalwart did so much service for Prabhupada. When Prabhupada heard that he fell down, Prabhupada said, what is he doing? He said, oh, he just went to Thailand, got a girl and married, anyway, this, that. Prabhupada said, does he have a doubt on the philosophy or he taking another path? He said, no, he will never give up chanting. Prabhupada said, that's all right, then he will be saved. You can see many instances like this. And you think like, why Prabhupada is saying he will be saved? Now, if he had another path taken, it would be danger. Why? So what I understand, I'm just sharing with all of you. Jnana Vijnana Triptatma. The whole point is that we have to deal with our desire and we have to deal with doubts. We have to deal with desire by chanting, by purification. We deal with doubt also with purification and chanting. But along with that, systematically study and acquire knowledge and be patient. We can deal with our doubt by keeping some of our doubt in suspension without judging true or false. We keep them in suspension. So Krishna, in this chapter, very nicely, he explained this. And this is very important. Because the material desire originates from the mind, not from the soul. And it pulls us to the karmic level and trap us. Need more money, need more enjoyment, need more this, that. And doubt originates from the intelligent and entrap us. Yeah, I don't know if I can believe everything. I'm not saying it, but in my mind, I'm doubting. So, Prabhuji and Mother, we have to pay attention on these verses. Okay. Now, let's see where we are. Text 32. We have 10 minutes. Yeah. Ajit Prabhu, are you there? Would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm here.
Okay.
I'll be glad to. Thank you very much.
9.32.
Okay.
This is also famous verse.
Mam hi partha vyapashritya ye api shiv papa yonaya shriyo vaishya tatha sudras te apiyanti param gatim. Translation: O son of Partha,
Pritha. Son of Pritha is Partha, Arjuna.
Okay. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they may be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Shudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination. Purport. It is clearly declared here by the Supreme Lord that in devotional service, there is no distinction between the lower and higher classes of people. In the material conception of life, there are such divisions, but for a person engaged in transcendental devotional service to the Lord, there are not. Everyone is eligible for the supreme destination. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18, it is stated that even the lowest, who are called kandalas, dog eaters, can be purified by association with a pure devotee. Therefore, devotional service and the guidance of a pure devotee are so strong that there is no discrimination between the lower and higher classes of men. Anyone can take to it. The most simple man taking shelter of the pure devotee can be purified by proper guidance. According to the different modes of material nature, men are classified in the mode of goodness, brahmanas, the mode of passion, kshatriyas, or administrators. The mixed mode of passion and ignorance, vaishyas, or merchants, and the mode of ignorance, sudras, or workers. Those lower than them are called kandalas, and they are born in sinful families. Generally, the association of those born in sinful families is not accepted.
Ajit Prabhu, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'll just read this. But the process of devotional service is so strong that the pure devotee of the Supreme Lord can enable people of all the lower classes to attain the highest perfection of life. This is possible only when one takes shelter of Krishna. As indicated here by the word Vyapashrita, one has to take shelter completely of Krishna. Then one can become much greater than great Jnanis and Yogis. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare.
This is a beautiful verse. Let's look at the word-to-word meaning. That Mam hi partha, those who take shelter of me. Bepasrita, asrita means shelter, ashray, like verbal root. So those who take shelter of me, jeapi shuya papa junaya, jeapi shuya papa junaya, even if they have sinful birth. Jonaya means womb. Striya, Vaishyas, Tatha, Sudras, example of Papa Jonaya are given. You can say mercantile community, general labor, Sudras like that. Tepi Janti Param Gatim. Even they can attain supreme destination. Actually, this verse is demonstrating Lord mercy. But for many people, this verse demonstrates how Bhagavad Gita discriminate. And I hope none of us fall for that. It considers some people are lower class to be sinful. Actually, we have to understand things from proper cultural context. Ultimately, any soul who gets human body is extremely fortunate. Everyone can get chance of spiritual perfection within human form, also based on suitability of practice of spirituality. There are gradations, and this is based on quality and not birth. Brahmanas are ready to live life which are more focused on Brahman, which is involving simplicity, austerity, spirituality, purity, you can say maturity in terms of sense control, proper behavior and balance. So these attributes are more suitable for spiritual realization. Now, on the other hand, those who are not ready to regulate themselves much, they are considered Sudras. They are also given arrangement by which they can slowly elevate it. So within Varnashram, higher caste are considered more qualified for spiritual advancement than lower caste, which is by quality and not by birth. I always remember reading many years back that why Lord, Shastra says this, Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Why Krishna favors the Brahmanas? Why not a human, everybody? Because they are eager to listen and act. Krishna wants ultimate benefit for each soul. Brahmana means supposed to be listening God and act and represent gods. Brahma janati iti Brahmana. They must know Brahma. Supreme Brahman, Mahat Brahman, Brahma Jyoti Brahman, then Brahmasmi Brahman. There are four concepts. They're supposed to know this and they're supposed to teach others. Patati, Jajanti, Jajan, Pathan. They're supposed to read and teach others like this. So that's why they are. Now, if anybody is interested, whether he is a Western body, Eastern body, doesn't matter, interested to hear, they are already Brahmana qualification. Somebody may have a last name Brahmana and have no interest to hear about God. He's not a Brahmana, he's a Sudra. Sudra means far away from the spirituality. That's how it is. That's how the Krishna made the Varnashram. So this is the case of for karma, gyan. This is not the case of for bhakti. We have to understand this. This verse explaining that. The karma kanda focuses on dharma, artha, kama, and gyan focuses on moksha. But in bhakti is largely based on relationship of love from your heart. You can offer love. So bhakti can elevate everyone. I was very moved. I hope some of you saw in the WhatsApp page that I posted one about Prabhupada's wonderful explanation about what bhakti is, what Krishna is looking for. He's not looking for your Sanskrit pronunciation. Not that we should not do that. We should learn how to pronounce Sanskrit. But the main elements, Prabhupada writes, that submit yourself, my Lord. I am not capable of serving you, but my Guru Maharaj has given me opportunity. Even though I'm not qualified, please, I want to offer you something. Please accept this. This is what Krishna is looking for from you. That's all. This has to be there. Not a luxury item. I have to buy, work very hard to get some luxury food for Krishna, which is good, but that's not what Krishna is looking for. Krishna is not looking for $1 million temple. Krishna is looking, what do you have? Are you offering that to him? That's all. If you have a $5, that's all he cares. Are you engaging this $5 to offer to him and then take as a remnant? He's not looking for $1 million temple or anything. So as long as we understand this very nicely, that's all it matters. And we can discuss this more. This verse is also one of the verses that sometimes people misunderstand. Okay, Prabhus and mothers. Any takeaway or any further? We have a couple minutes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Thakur
That's my
Prabhu.
humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and assembled devotees. So, you mentioned about the aspect of doubt and whether, at some time even for those persons that have been practicing for years, if there's doubt. So, as on a personal level, I remember we grew up in a country that Christianity is the main religion, so to speak. So we are aware that God exists. So I'm saying that when in terms of when our first books I got was the Perfection of Yoga, and I saw we say yogis fall down. So I didn't know that a yogi could fall down. So I realized yes, and then we see here that you could be born in a family of devotees or a rich family. And I said to myself, there's no guarantee that we continue spiritual life. So as for me, I think I'm fortunate in the sense that the door does not rise, and it will, but it's not permanent. So that's important. Yes, and the aspect of faith too. We're saying that we have to have faith right through. That's important. Yes.
Very
And
good.
and we can't forget Sadhu Sangha, best medicine in the world. So thank you again for the Sangha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Good understanding. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Prabhus and mothers, nice to see you all. Looking forward to see you next Wednesday. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Hare
Vanchakalpataruvesya Kripa
Tilvipshit
Sindhubhyo
Asindubhedja
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo.
Napavnebhyo Vaishnavyo
Srila
Namo Namo
Prabhupada ki